Today, our special guest will be Julianna, and Julianna will share her perspective on getting into the mental health field. Enjoy. Thank you so much for taking the time out just to come and just to share with us your journey of being a business owner, your journey of being in the mental health field, right? So how long have you been in the field?
I would say 22 years.
Ooh,
yeah, 22
that's a
years.
Long time.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, this has been a journey.
Wow. How did you grab a hold of the field, or the field grab a hold of you?
Yeah, I think you're right. The field, it grabbed a hold to me, and I think it started way back in 2003. No, 2003, like 2003, when I had a yes. So it was just a yes to God, a yes to His will. So the yes really started the journey to now, to where I'm at now. It was a yes.
Was it easy to say yes? You heard the yes, you felt the yes, to then, I'm going to say, to commit to the yes?
I wouldn't say it's easy. I mean, most times God, in my experience, doesn't really give us the easy route. You know, it's the faithful route. So when I said yes, it was already made up. So it made it easier. Yes.
Wow. So in 22 years, what have you noticed? Any shift, any change within the field?
Yes, it's a lot of shifts in the field. I worked in different modalities. I started off as a aide on a substance abuse inpatient women's unit. I've seen a lot of transitions from then to now. Mostly was financial. At the time, the state was paying for a lot of rehabs and giving a lot of money. And then now it's like that shift in one way. That's a big shift. The affordability and accessibility in the field.
And with the affordability and the accessibility, right? Any particular population that you work best with, that just energize you, or has shifted throughout the years?
I would just say throughout my years, for some other reason, I have always kind of worked with the underprivileged, or, minorities. And now coming forward, I see more of a variety, and that population has kind of shifted out. So I think that's one of the things, and I really don't know the reason why, other than financial, and especially when we talk about African Americans and the African American community. A lot of us have grew up, go to Jesus or go talk to your friend and have a drink, eat some ice cream, and things will be okay. And now moving forward, a lot of mental health, especially in the African American community, brown community, even other cultures, Asian. I'm seeing Asian people are now understanding that I don't have to have a mental illness to have a mental health condition.
Say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again.
So yeah, really, truly, and I think that was the stigma, and that's even when I grew up, it was like, you're crazy and you don't need to go there, but that's a mental illness. But we all have mental health.
Yes.
There's so many of us who every day, every person, even kids. So I think 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 12 out of 12, 20 out of 12 humans, we deal with mental health challenges because we are made up of mind, body, and soul. And so therefore, that encompasses mental health.
Yeah.
However, it wasn't ever taught to us. It wasn't even on the forefront. As long as I can remember, it was, if you don't have your shots, you can't go to school, kids get your physical, you can't play sports. And for so many years, it's always been taught that we have to take care of our physical bodies. Nobody ever mentioned mental health. And just recently, you know, with the rise of suicide ideations for youth, 19% of people in the last 3 or 4 years from the ages 12 to 17 has been diagnosed with some type of mental health condition or even suicide ideation. So it wasn't even talked about back in our days.
So true,
Yeah.
so true. So with that, with the rise of it, right, how do you practice self-care? How do you ensure that you're not burnt out providing services to the population that you service?
This is what I'm going to say, real talk. In this field, I don't think any of us can like completely 100% escape burnout. Like, I'm not burnt out. I have been burnt out. I am not. But I don't think, I don't think we can ever escape it. You know, burnout could just be one day, or it could be 60 hours in a 40-hour work week. So I don't avoid it.
Yes.
But I manage it. So that means my own mental health, my own self-care, not taking any of it home, not trying to fix any of it. So I think that's how I manage burnout. I can't recall a time in my life that I was ever like completely like burnout.
Yeah.
If I was, it probably had anything to do with work.
Okay.
It was just probably me just like,
Yeah.
you know, so I think that's one of the challenges for me, or the gift, I believe, when I said the yes, because he made provision. So I mean, I had, you know, some horrible cases and people die and all of this stuff. Not that I wasn't affected by it, but I was covered.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I was covered.
So spirituality is important to you. It's the guiding force.
It is.
Yeah.
And some point, I think it's for all of us, because we come up with the same makeup. It's just getting to that point of realization, whatever that may be for anybody. I just found mine. Well, it found me.
It found you, definitely.
It found me.
When I say that to make the statement, cherish your mental health, what does that mean for you?
I love the word cherish. I had to like research that word again, because we hear it so much.
Yeah.
But when I hear it, for me, it means to protect, to hold on to something. That's what cherish means. It's something I want to just hold on, and I just want to protect. So when I talk about cherish mental health, my mental health, I'm like, hold on to my peace, protect my peace, for whatever that means. Is it, you know, calling off a day for a mental health day, going on a vacation, shutting it off, knowing what my capacity is. So I it's just hold on and like cherish my peace. Like that's just, I have to protect it. Like, yeah, I just think it's a form of protection, love, commitment, care. Cherish. Cherish today, cherish the moment. So just I sum it up is protection, hold on, loving, caring for, you know.
Working with the population that you've worked with, an individual comes in and they meet with you, right? And they come to the realization and they get that aha moment. What does that do for you? How does that feel when you're able to see the progression that individuals have made?
In my own way, I'd be so thankful. I just be praising God, because this is what I have learned like years ago, and like in 2005, or you know, still baby, you know, consider myself as a baby in the human service field. And what I have seen is, this is how I describe it. I see people come in as caterpillars, just problems. If you see a caterpillar, got all these legs and it look all squirmy and like ugly or whatever. But when I see them, I see the butterfly.
Yeah.
Like I already see the butterfly. So they may come in with their issues, but I just see this beautiful butterfly, and they don't see it. And when they see it, it's like, wow, it's amazing. And so just to be a part of that, not that it's my reward, but I'm just happy that they were able to see what I saw however many months ago, how many over years ago, for them to kind of see that.
Wow, I see that. Just envision the transformation, right? As they're transitioning and evolving into who they're meant to be, bringing up that inner strength, right? For some individuals, for new therapists, right? That's coming out of school, that's just starting. What advice would you share with them?
To be honest, it's like I would tell new therapists, do your work first. You know, don't come in to feel heavy. Don't come in to feel grandiose, like I'm going to fix it. I'm the fixer, problem solver. That's not your job. Our job as mental health providers, counselor, interchangeable words, however people want to describe us, is coaching, standing alongside, and just giving them the plays and just watching them grow, not trying to fix it. So.
And for those that try to fix it, I see a whole bunch of probably stumbling blocks for those therapists.
Well, and also is could be, I think it could be discouragement, questioning your abilities. What did I do wrong? What, you know. I can also share what my mentor told me years ago. I had a client who died shortly after she left my office. She died of an overdose. Still new baby, right? And I was puzzled. Like, she was just sitting in front of me. Like, what did I not say? What did I not do? And I struggled with that. So I, you know, your colleagues come in and they heard the news and they want to support you on that. And this one lady, she told me, I will never forget her name, Shirley Ann. She said, you know, Julianna, you did everything that you could. You give them the information, and what they do with it is their responsibility. So you're not responsible for their wins, and you're not responsible for their failures. So you can't take it. And so I've always kept that in every session when people are like, oh, you did, no, you did the work, because I don't want your failures, and I'm not going to want your successes. I want you to know that it's all on you. And that was so profound for me. I think that was a very pivotal turning point in my view of my responsibility to a person that comes in my presence, in my office.
Yeah. They take ownership. You relinquish. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this year's theme is more good days together. What does that mean to you? More good days together.
I love it. I love it. That whole thing, I don't know how much time I got, but the first thing that came to mind is, you know, we have heard hymns and songs about all of my good days outweigh my bad days. That was the first thing that I thought about. And then I thought about, what does good means? And it means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So meeting people where they're at, supporting what their good days are, and when we talk about together, you can't do it by yourself. And we can't do life alone, and whatever that person needs to help them view or look at more good days than bad days, I think that is important. Secondly, we're not going to have a good rosy day every day. We're just not. It's life. So we're going to have good days, bad days, challenging days. And I think just accepting that, people can understand. But if I think about all of the good days, all of the good days that we have. Good days, even when it's raining. Good days.
Yes.
So if I can think about that and help somebody be reminded of their good days, that's what that means to me. And I'm glad that this month in May that they came up with that theme. I usually follow, you know, the month of awareness, and we do it at work, and we talk a lot about mental health at the month of May, and that theme is different than all the others. It is. It's like more good days than bad days, and then together.
Yes.
The together pieces. The together piece was a little bit puzzling because everybody don't have mental health support. Everybody don't know the resources, and if I'm standing alone by myself and somebody tell me, you know, you need to have more good days than bad days, I'm like, huh, what? Like, what is that? What does that mean? But it means whatever it means to you.
Yes.
If a good day is putting on your socks, that's your good day. It's different for everybody. Yeah.
For sure. And with the good days and with the togetherness, right? How being in the field, being a wife, a mother, business owner, right? With family, how has that been support for you?
It really has. I mean, early on, back in 2001, when I was a college student, it was juggling. But because I said the yes, where it started at, it seemed easier for somebody to see me. They're like, how you do all that? You got I'm just doing it.
Yes.
I'm just doing it. And I think attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. So how you look at a situation and view the situation, my perspective was focused.
Yes.
So not that it wasn't easy. I'm not telling anybody that it was easy. I'm just saying I had a different perspective and a different focus. Yes, I had support. My family supported me. My husband supported me. My children supported me. When I say support, that means that they were very understanding. Hey, if you're doing a paper, I had to do my papers at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when everybody was asleep. You know, these are sacrifices that I had to do, but it was, I would say the challenge, the outcome of the challenge was worth it. It was just worth it. It was all worth it.
Wow. Is there anything else that that you might want to share that we didn't get to talk about?
In preparation for this, I think it was a few other questions that I probably can't recall that we that came up to mind. I think one of for me is like just looking back, like how did I get started and what prompted me to become a therapist. And it wasn't a one episode thing. It was life experiences over time, like over time. I guess that led me to here. So when people ask me the question, why I become a therapist, I really can't say like why, but I can tell you the what's, like what transpired. You know, I know my character. I've always been in the helping profession, but why I became a therapist is still yet to be determined. I just know what, like my life situations and the had got me to here. And, you know, a lot of people know what they want to be when they grow up. And I went to school and was interested in engineering and thought I was going to be an engineer. Then I thought I was going to be, you know, in business because I had all these different avenues before I even became, got into the field of the helping profession, counselor and therapist. So it was that So things got moved out of the way, and then it's like you're sitting here like, what are you doing now? Okay. And so I went back to school over time, started with associate's degree and got my bachelor's degree, worked with my bachelor's degree for about 16 years.
Oh, wow.
And was still working. in the field, learning and growing, going to trainings, and then life happens again. One of those bad days that soon became a good day. And then I went back and got my master's degree. And so now I'm working still in that field. So.
Wow. How do you keep abreast of the changing and things that's going on and new training modalities and all that?
I would say community training,
Mm-hmm.
because when you're working in the field and you have colleagues and stuff, trainings comes up, new interest comes up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just educate myself, ask questions, go to training, talk to people, and surprisingly enough, I learn a lot from my clients.
Yeah.
I have learned a lot, working in different modalities, going from substance abuse, working with adolescents in the schools and learning their new trends, and, you know, women, pregnant women, learning their new trends, and then the housewives trends, and, you know, so each set of you know, culture, people, they bring different things, and I think just being more, you know, cultural sensitive to what's going on in the world and the country, and keeping myself safe, and just, you know, asking questions and learning. So it's learning. We're never gonna arrive. It's so many different modalities. So I consider myself just integrated in all different facets, and just meeting people where they at. Understand that that's not a one-size-fit-all when you're working with people. So I'm just doing CBT. It's not going to work for everybody. Everybody's not going to journal because people don't like to write. So, you know, so just meeting people where they at, asking questions, and just following them.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your commitment in the field, and just your openness to want to just share your journey of, you know, being a mental health profession, right? Being in the profession, and giving us something that we can inspire to be for those that's coming up in the profession. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it. I just thank you, and I hope that, you know, this was beneficial for newcomers or old comers. We all, you know, we got to work together. So just the whole theme about, you know, the good days and understanding what that is.
And cherishing our mental health. Without a doubt.
Hold on to it, protect it.
Without a doubt.
Peace.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Thank you once again.
You're welcome.
Yay.